the studio today talking to Quake Matthews about his brand new album that is not released yet, but will be released on the Friday, I think.
July 7th, yeah.
Yeah, on Friday. What's it called?
Celebrate the Struggle.
I knew that. I wasn't just like throwing to you because I forgot. I promise. Cool. Let's chat about that then.
Yeah.
Why celebrate the struggle?
I just think it's what it means is I think appreciating the journey more, because a lot of people want to go from 0 to 100, just right off the bat, and you never learn anything if you don't make those mistakes along the way, or the journey, the hard times is what gets you to where you want to be, and in the end, when you finally make it to that plateau you want to be, those are the best memories of your life. Those are the learning years, and I think that attitude just stuck with me more and more as I've been getting older. And I read a book, The Alchemist, that kind of had that theme to it, and it really started putting things in perspective for me.
That's awesome. Yeah, because you've been at this for a while.
Yeah. I've been at this probably, over a decade for sure.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know how many years to count where I wasn't really taking it serious, or but
yeah,
definitely a long time.
Wow. So, what do you think that you've learned the most, I guess, in that time?
There's so many things, but I'd say probably the main thing, and this is going to sound like cliche or corny, but it is literally to just be yourself. Like, I remember getting caught up in times where it would be like, this style of music is hot right now, or, you should do more something like this, or your friends telling you all these opinions. But at the end of the day, I think the listener can sense when it's not genuine. These listeners are not stupid.
Yeah.
And so when you're really just being yourself, there's no other you. Like, it sounds so corny, but it's just like you're going to separate yourself automatically from the pack because nobody has the exact story that you have. And so that's one thing. Just stop trying to be what everyone else is trying to be, or stop comparing yourself to others, and literally just do what's within you. And that's one of the main things I learned.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I totally feel that. And like listening to the album, it seems like everything is coming from a genuine place, which is nice, because I know that a lot of times in hip hop and rap, it can like be about showboating or and it's just like everything. It seemed, I don't know. I really like the album.
I appreciate that.
I'm really, really stoked for you on it. So the first song, Confessions.
Yes.
Featuring Neon Dreams.
Yes, my good buddies. That came together actually at Gordy Sampson's song camp.
No way, crazy.
Yeah. So I think that was one of the last days. Everybody was like worn out and everything like that. And it was a hot day, and I think everyone was just getting ready to get to the end of this thing. And then it was me, Jamal, and Gordy, and we knocked this out. So I'm super happy I got to use this for the album.
How many times have you done the Gordy Sampson song camp?
Just once.
Just the one?
I'm going back this year again, so I'm stoked for that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
How you find that experience? You like it a lot?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah. It's just like, I don't know, I find like it puts me in such a different creative space being around, like being the only rapper at these things. And it just it teaches me a whole lot, and vice versa. I hope that I can bring something to the table that no one else can, because being the only rapper. So I just feel like it's a unique position, and I'm just grateful to have the chance to be a part of it. I love it.
Yeah, I never would have guessed that was written there, because sometimes those songs can come off a little like less than genuine, but that Confessions is a great song.
I was definitely happy with it. We definitely caught some lightning in the bottle with that one.
Yeah. That's cool. All right, cool. So we're going to play Confessions featuring Neon Dreams off of
Celebrate the Struggle.
So let's talk about the title track then.
Okay, yeah. Celebrate the Struggle. That is the title track. It's produced by one of my favorite producers in the world, growing up and all that stuff. Street Runner is his name. This guy's like won 2 Grammys. He produced for everyone, Lil Wayne, Rick Ross, Eminem. And so there was a time during the making of this album where I wasn't really inspired, and I don't know if it was just that I didn't have the right production at the time, or I don't know what it was, but something told me that I just needed to, get some money and spend some money on a big name producer. And Street Runner came to mind. When I was growing up, I always used to download the instrumentals of his songs and like remix them. And I always found like my voice sounded great over his production. He has like, his production always has a lot of piano, which I love, and like a lot of emotion and feeling in it. It's like very triumphant. He always has that sound. So I just hit him up on Instagram, and he hit me back, and he's like, he was so polite. He's like, well, I can't really do it for free. I'm really busy. I'm like, yeah, probably busy. Like Grammy winning producer. I didn't expect it to be for free. And then, so I made my little offer, and it was not what he charged, but he kind of hooked me up. I can't really say anything more than that, but he hooked me up for sure. So that just lit a fire under me, and this song took so long to write. I think I probably wrote it like 4 or 5 times, and I wasn't feeling it. And then one night Jordan came over. I didn't have a chorus for it. I had the verses, and then Jordan came over and just kind of like freestyled a hook, and it just ended up dope. So we kept that, and that's pretty much how it came together.
Nice. Yeah. Do you find you do a lot of interactions via Instagram? Business deals?
Yeah, I don't know, not a lot, because I usually work with the same people, like, as I always been working with. But I mean, it's definitely a good way to connect. Like, anybody out there in the world is reachable. It's like some people want to sit there and complain, like, I have no connections, or in 2017, to me, that's BS, because like literally everybody is one message away, and if they don't answer the first time, you could be persistent, or maybe say something unique that's gonna make them want to respond to you, or it's everybody's reachable nowadays. So I think that just helps a lot.
That's crazy. I guess over the 10 years that you've been doing this, you've like grown up with the social media, right? The social media. I sound like I'm 40. You like grown up with social media at your like.
I wouldn't say in the beginning,
career.
really. Like the beginning, it was like at the very beginning when I started rapping, it might have been like MSN Messenger.
It's like Facebook or whatever.
Yeah, and then I don't think I got Facebook until high school, maybe. I'm not sure, but it was around. It was around for sure. Probably not in the very beginning. I used to burn CDs, like little mixed CDs of my, like demo CDs, I guess you could call it, and whoever I would open for or do a show with, I used to hand it to them that. But
that's awesome.
I found one the other day. It had like a little note in it, and it was to Lupe Fiasco. I was like, man, I really love your music. I must have forgot to give it to him and chickened out. He's like, I was like, what's up? I'm like, I forget. He was like, I'm 14 years old, really love your music. You should check this out. But I found it. I had a laugh the other day.
Did you open for Lupe Fiasco?
Yes,
Really?
Back in the day, at the Marquee Club. Yeah.
Whoa. When you were 14?
Might have been 14, 15, 16, somewhere around there. I don't remember the exact age, but it was a long time ago.
How were you getting in the Marquee Club at
I used to have my ways. I used to have to get this liquor consent form from the liquor commission. They had to sign it, and like I have to get like a legal guardian who was always just like another drunk rapper. and then I forget, there was like some big process, they had to approve it. So I remember I just had one sheet, and then I made photocopies and I fill it out, and then I wouldn't go through the whole process. I'd just flash it and be like, it's all good, and they wouldn't know what was going on.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Wow.
And then sometimes I'd just go in the back door, just keep my hood up, or like hide behind speakers and stuff like that. Like I remember the attic. Do you remember the attic?
Yeah.
It's like the upstairs of the Dome or whatever. I don't even know what it is now, Taboo or something.
Yeah.
But like I remember I had a show there, and like we had none of the paperwork, so I had to literally sneak in sound check and sit behind like the speakers the whole entire night, and I just had my hood up. Like I was on stage behind the speakers, and then Ivy was DJing. DJ Ivy he's like, I was like, man, I gotta go to the bathroom. He's like, man, you can't. The bouncer's gonna see you or whatever. He just throws me a cup.
Oh my God.
I remember that. And then, then I came out for my show and just kept my hood up and my hat really low like that. And I think everybody knew, but I thought that I was fooling them. But well, couple good times. So when I say peeing in cups in the Justin Bieber song, that remix I did is true, 100% true.
All right, let's talk about Candle in the Window.
Yes, another Instagram friendship formed.
Oh my God.
So Anthony Hamilton, not sure if you are familiar with him, really dope singer, like classic R&B singer. He has this group, the Hamiltones, and they were remixing all these songs, and it just became like really big in the hip hop world. And they would do like interviews, like I don't know if you saw the interview where Birdman walks out and he gets all mad at. So they like took the words, like the actual like, I don't know, what would you call it, typography from the interview, and like made a song out of it. And they just started doing a bunch of remixes, so I was really feeling it. And then, so I just added them all on Instagram, and I noticed one dude followed me back, and that was JK. And I don't know, we just started slowly talking or whatever, and I found out he's in Justin Timberlake's band, the TN Kids. So, yeah, we just started talking or whatever, and then I did this song and I had no hook and I felt like he would be good on it, so he did that for me, and then we just built a relationship. That's the thing, where you never know, when you reach out to somebody on Instagram, you never know what it's gonna lead to. Now he sends me beats all the time. Yeah. He wants to get me on his album. Like there's, you know what I mean? You can never know. So that led to something great, and I just felt like, yeah, I don't know. Reach out if who are young kids out there. Reach out. You never know who you could get on a song, and I thought he killed it. So definitely one of my favorite songs on there for sure.
Yeah, no, it's really great, and he's really great, and he's got a new album coming out soon, I think.
Yes,
too.
yes.
I looked him up when I was listening to it, and it's just like awesome. He's a great musician.
He's super dope.
Cool, sweet. So what's the song premise, I guess?
So there's like a skit that goes before it. I won't give it away, but I guess the whole song premise, I guess, is just that sometimes bad things happen, but it could be for the best. And, you know, always, no matter how dark it is, always keep that light at the end of the tunnel, or that candle in the window type of thing, you know?
Cool. Yeah, you've got a couple, like, interludes throughout the album. What made you want to do that?
I've never done it before, so I just thought, you know, I just feel like it would tie it together, or maybe help people understand where certain songs or certain feelings are coming from. I just thought it would be super dope. There's one, Swamp Water, I really like it. I didn't actually write that. My friend Trevor McDonald, he wrote that. And it's funny if you know him, because it's like, this guy's like the least you would expect to be like something, like some creative genius piece of work or something. One day he's like, I got a poem. And he just read this shit to me, and I was like, man, I got to put that on the album.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So he's getting a kick out of me telling people that he wrote it. Like, he's in the credits, Trev. I got you, man. 2%. I'll keep the other 98.
Yeah. Oh, it's so can for the win. That's amazing. Cool. Okay, cool. Well, thank you so much for stopping by.
Hey, you must feel special. I was super hungover, so for you, Dana, I had to do it.
I'm so glad that you woke up early.
Yes, thank
it's
you. It's
11 a.m.
Thank you for having me.
Let's. Do you want to feature someone that like you really like? An artist?
Neon Dreams. I think they deserve all the credit they've been getting. You know, they work really hard and they're doing big things right now. So let's throw it to a Neon Dreams song.
Okay, cool. Machu Picchu.
Yes.